What a morning. I mean, look at that. Look at that behind me there. The views this past weekend were unreal. We did a shorter hike and I wasn't sure how much it was going to challenge us, but as you watch this video moving forward, you'll see what I mean. So if it's your first time here today, my name is Brian and this is the Don't Winter Explore channel, where we explore everything from traveling to different countries throughout the world, as well as hitting different trailheads and hikes throughout the world. So this past week we went to the STODDARD Peak Hike here in California, and in today's video we're going to break that hike down for you. So we're going to talk about 1, what we did to prepare for the hike, 2, how the hike was, 3, our review of the hike in its entirety, and 4, we're going to talk about what we did to recover the body so that we can get back out there faster. Hopefully this coming weekend we'll get on another trailhead. So let's jump out on trail. The STODDARD Peak Hike, a good hike with your friends? I think so, and in this video we will tell you why. So we jumped out on trail around 8 a.m. and in the beginning we passed some cool cottages and it felt like fall. The trail broke out into this open canyon and the views were epic. On this particular hike I packed about 2 12-ounce water bottles, had some beef jerky, a banana, some protein power balls, and that pretty much sufficed. The beginning of the hike is a lot like this, kind of along this fire road, kind of weaving in and out. And I would say the last 25% is the real gems, and we'll get there soon. Now jumping into the hike itself, as far as strategy goes, it was an in and out trail, so you pretty much just had one direction to go. As I mentioned, it was 6 miles, which should take you about 3 hours. And really the first 75% was not that hard. It was really the last 25% when you got up onto the ridge, which you'll see a little rock piled on top of each other, which is your direction to go to the right. And you kind of climb up 2 false ridges and then get to the main point, which we'll get to soon. And that's where the workout kind of kicks in. And that's also where the views get better and better as you go. So as you can see, it was another sunny morning out on trail. Blue skies, the weather was epic, was not too windy at the peak. And it was really a nice contrast from down in the South Bay, just south of downtown Los Angeles, where it has been a lot gloomy recently when we went on this hike. So just finished capturing all that epic drone footage. Now back on the trail here, headed up there as the banana points. I love the clouds in the distance, the sun on the peaks. Man, this trail's supposed to be like 3 miles, 3 hours, like 6 miles in total. But the diversity of terrain is epic. So I'm gonna stop filming now so I don't eat shit going down this. And yeah, here we go. I'm gonna go catch up to the other 2 of the party. Side note, I always ask other hikers on trail for tips and tricks, especially if they're returning on a loop and you're still going up. It always helps to have a little bit more information. And yeah, hopping and popping with stuff on my back here, snacks, camera gear, so on and so forth. Sweatshirts, hoodies. It was a lot colder this morning, but yeah, also getting the legs under me. Hadn't hiked this much as I have in the last couple of weeks, in the last 2 years since Colorado. This is what we're talking about. Got like waist high brush here, up on the ridge, zigging and zagging. Man, each hike reminds me how much I miss this. Hey everyone, if you're enjoying this video so far, feel free to please tap the like button down below and subscribe if you haven't done so already. That really helps us out here for all the work we're doing to plan these hikes, get out there and film them and put them out for you guys, to pump these videos in the algorithm on YouTube to get out to more people who want to find more cool hikes. And also, if you haven't seen our Inspiration Point Loop hike we did a few weeks back, feel free to tap above. You can go watch that video if you want to get on that hike. Without further ado, let's get back into the video. So we made it to the peak at 9:45 a.m. And as you can see, it was worth it. Definitely spend some time up there, enjoy your snacks, and take in all of those views. Here goes the review: mind, body, content, and conversation. So for the mind, there was great ridge views that day. The body, I'd say, was a moderate hike, not too hard. Content, great dynamic hills, great ridge views, and the cloud views were amazing. And the convo, well, we had a new friend on this hike, and that was a lot of fun. Overall, I'd say it was a great medium, moderate hike. Again, I'd recommend to get out there when you can. Yes!
All right, so jumping into the recovery portion of the video, which might be the most important, because I'm sure all of you out there don't just want to do one hike. You probably want to do 2, 3, 4, 5, or make hiking a weekly part of your lifestyle going forward, which is what I aim to do here at the Don't Want to Explore channel. So jumping into that, there's many different ways to recover. I'm trying to recover as fast as I can and avoid injury and go from there. So a few things I've been doing are as follows. I've definitely been experimenting with hot and cold therapy, as far as cold bringing down the inflammation and hot bringing in more of that blood flow back to the damaged muscles so we repair quicker, as well as doing things to break down the fascia, such as the percussion therapy through the hypervolt here, or you could also use a Theragun, as well as the trigger bolt to get more localized, and or you could also use a foam roller. They'll pretty much do a similar thing as far as breaking down of the fascia, give some instant relief, but really what has the long-term factor is the stretching right afterwards, and hydrate to basically loosen those muscles up, replenish them by getting water in your body, as well as eating good nutrients overall. In addition to that, I've also been trying out wearing compression socks after the hike. I'll link down below with the different brands that I use, but I've always used them on hikes to help the blood flow while you're hiking, but more recently I learned that some people use it after the hikes as a hack to heal quicker, keep the blood flow moving, and go from there. Aside from that, I've also been trial and error with kind of how quickly and hard I work out after the hike, or one day after, or 2 days after, and see how we go. But in its entirety, obviously, we all want to do these things so we can get back on the trail sooner and avoid injury. The Stoddard Peak Hike. Is this a hike you should take your friends and family on when they come and visit from out of town? I think so. So this is one of the unassuming hikes for me that we went on, and it was a 6 miler, nothing like a 10 plus. And I was not really sure how it was gonna go, but I would say that last 25% was nice and challenging, and the views were outstanding. So definitely say when you have friends and family to come in from out of town that this is a highly recommended hike to get on. Not too far, only an hour drive from Los Angeles. So I would say definitely check it out. And once you guys do, feel free to leave a comment down below in the review section, as well as go check out All Trails. That's where so far I've been getting a lot of my hiking information. The community is great, and I really do think we should all give back to each other. So I'll see you on the next video, and until then, don't forget to explore more.